Sagalee Qeerrooti. Sagaleen Qeerroo torbaanitti guyyaa 3 diddaa uummata Oromoo fi saboota cunqurfamoo impaayera biyyattiin mara akkasumas shira mootummaa abbaa irree wayyaanee kan gabaasu. Kun Sagalee Qeerrooti.
Sadaasa 13 bara 2015 harka fuunee akkam jirtu jaallatamuuf kabajamoo dhaggeeffattoota Sagalee Qeerroo. Kun qophii Sagalee Qeerroo kallattiin Oromiyaa irraa isiniif darbudha. Wayyaaneen Oromoo ajjeestee lafa keenya dhaaluuf dhukaasa nurratti bantee jirti. Waraanni ishee kanneen akka agaazii Oromiyaa bakkoota garaagaraatti meeshaalee gurguddaan dardaraa fi shamarran abboolii fi ayyolii maanguddoo fi daa'imman irratti meeshaalee gurguddaan dhukaasa bantee ajjeestee lafa keenya dhaaluuf tarkaanfii garaa jabeenyaa isheen nama keenya irratti fudhachaa jirtu dhaabbileen gurguddoon addunyaa irratti beekaman gansummaa isheen federaalizimii diigdee Oromoof Oromiyaa irratti fudhatte balaaleffachuun ibsoota garaagaraa baasanii sagalee Oromoo uummata addunyaa fi mootota addunyaa dhageessisaa jiru. Isaan kana keessa Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, International Crisis Group keessatti argamu. Har'a ibsa dhaabbata beekamaa Oromoo Social Studies jedhamu irraa ba'e Jaalawiyoo Joorgoo isiniif dhiyeessa. Kallattumaan gara sanatti adeemna. Anis isin keessummeessuun kan isin waliin turu tokkicha murteessaati. Hanga xumura qophii keenyaatti akka nu waliin turtan kabajaan isinan affeera.
OSA, Oromo Studies Association, for immediate release December 9, 2015. A statement on Addis Ababa Integrated Development Master Plan and Oromo student protests against its implementation. The Oromo Studies Association, OSA, decries and denounces extreme measures taken by Ethiopian security forces ongoing from late November 2015, killing and maiming peaceful student protesters. Oromo students at every level of the educational system in Ethiopia, from elementary school to university, began peaceful demonstration in late November 2015 to protest the implementation of a federally designed Addis Ababa Integrated Development Master Plan, AAIMP, which usurps the authority of Oromia Regional Government. The students has been met by heavily armed and equipped special Ethiopian police force units who fire into the crowds with deadly impact. There are 15 confirmed deaths at this writing, with the confrontation escalating. The master plan refers to the federal government's controversial design for expanding the territorial boundaries of the capital city Addis Ababa, increasing the city to 20 times its present size by taking over prime agricultural land from Oromo farmers. This plan, developed in secrecy, was first exposed in April 2014, a disclosure that promoted widespread protests at that time. In April and May 2014, the Oromo students' peaceful protest against the imposition of the master plan in all Oromia region was met with deadly force and live ammunition, which resulted in the confirmed deaths of more than 70 students, maiming of hundreds, and imprisonment of thousands of university students. Since late November, the demonstrators have started to resist specific steps taken to implement this plan. It calls for the federal jurisdiction of the capital city to seize fertile, well-watered and centrally located parts of the Oromia regional state. The blueprints for this undertaking were developed without the participation of the Oromia regional government. Since the revolution, there has been no opportunity for public discussion of the plan. Now, as federal forces has begun to move these Arab lands out of the domain of indigenous Oromo and into the control of the central government, Oromo students have responded with renewed protests. The scale of the master plan is such that it engulfs enough ancestral farmland to affect the lives and the livelihoods of nearly 6 million Oromo people and dismembers the Oromia regional state by dividing into two separate zones. This is universal opposition among Oromo, both in Oromia and in the diaspora, to this federal action taken without due process. OSA members belong to Oromo public and political organizations representing a wide spectrum of ideological and institutional positions. These share a clear focus and a mission to produce verifiable data that reveal the real constitution of life of the Oromo people. They also find it within their mission to inform the public of the value and relevance of these findings. In this regard, OSA members have stated and produced research data on multiple dimensions of this very complex and problematic crisis of land use and proprietary rights in the East, West, North, South, as well as center of Oromia. Findings reveal a long-standing but largely ignored pattern of land confiscation from the Oromo, of which this master plan is the latest expression. OSA believes that the master plan is unconstitutional. It violates the principle of federalism, illegally alters the boundaries and jurisdiction of the Oromia regional government, violates citizens' human rights to property and security, and ignores the constitutional principle of transparency for good governance. OSA believes that the master plan is harmful to human development, contrary to principles of participatory policymaking for sustainable development. The master plan was developed by the federal government to apportion land in the name of investment to the economic elite who are already at the top of the social hierarchy. The plan disregards the livelihood of Oromo farmers who will be displaced to face extreme poverty and an increasing employment rates. OSA views the plan as having uneven and detrimental impacts by contributing the policy-driven poverty among the Oromo and exacerbating intra-nation or ethnic economic inequality. OSA believes that the master plan is injurious to the environment. Developed in secrecy, the master plan violates established principles and practices pertaining to environmental protection clauses. Under the master plan, the expanded city will continue dumping toxic substances and industrial wastes on the surrounding cities, towns, and lands of Oromo people. Oromo communities in the outlying zones and the ecosystem will remain on the receiving end of the environmental harm. OSA members fully support the right of students who initiated the protests and the right of those who have now joined them in massive numbers. OSA officers and members will assist their effort to the fullest extent in its capacity as an academic non-partisan association of Oromo and non-Oromo scholars. We are deeply concerned that the government is using excessive, often deadly force against unarmed students, including even elementary school students. These incidents are followed by attacks against parents and townfolk who come out to protest their children against the very security personnel who are constitutionally mandated to provide protection and maintain law and order. It should be a matter of grave concern when an internationally recognized government uses excessive force against its own citizens. It is extremely grievous that the Ethiopian government has called up its well-armed special forces to move against unarmed students. This violates every international human rights principle and rights enshrined in Ethiopian constitution that officially guarantees extensive regional and individual rights. Let us be clear, the issue is not an abstract debate about whether a government has the duty to develop and implement policies to improve the conditions of lives for its citizens, or to conduct urban planning necessarily to accommodate natural migration of people from rural area to urban centers. The issue is the unjust process in this intense development and designed to implement a massive land transfer from Oromia regional state control to federal jurisdiction. Even more troublesome is the government's utter disregard of the people's inalienable right in a purported democracy to protest policies and to exercise rights guaranteed by Ethiopian constitution. The master plan is designed to be put into effect over a span of 25 years with the final shares occurring in 2038. When it fully complete, it will incorporate 36 towns and 17 rural districts of the Oromia region into the greater Addis Ababa territory. This includes Finfinne or Addis Ababa, Sululta, Dukam, Chancho, Adama, Ambo, Sabata, Mojo and other towns, encompass a total area estimated to be 1.1 million hectares, of which the share of rural and urban areas amount to 85% and 15%, with a corresponding population size of 2 million and 11.5 million respectively. Accumulate land to increase rental housing by building 86,000 units every year under what the government calls rental building cooperative sector 10%, public rental housing sector 30%, and developmental owners or real estate sector 15%. As a result, it will uproot millions of Oromo farmers, disrupting not only their lives and livelihoods, but dismantling their central position in the territorial and cultural landscape. The takeover disconnects Oromia's current reach from the eastern to western boundaries of Ethiopia, achieve 30% and 50% level of urbanization in 2023 and 2038 respectively. Given the limited urbanization among the Oromo because of the statewide discriminatory language and economic policy against the Oromo, the plan will effectively erase Oromo identity, culture and language from the aggrandized greater Addis Ababa. Even Oromo physical and economic presence will be totally cleared out of this crucially situated zone. Generally, the plan has the direct effect of forcible transfer, displacement, dislocation, and dispossession of Oromo people from the area in which they are historically indigenous. The master plan reveals that the incumbent policies continue long-standing patterns of historical injustice by denying the Oromo freedom of association, press and expression, by ostracizing residents and Oromia regional officials from political decision-making, by stifling and intimidating dissent through invoking arbitrary laws which depict even peaceful protest as terrorism, and by taking repressive measures as capture, torture, extrajudicial murder, and massive arbitrary detention, all of which were used against Oromo protesters in 2014 and are being actively imposed again as the world witnesses on social media the massacre in broad daylight of Oromia region's young and brightest lives. Cognizant of all of these issues, the Oromo Studies Association calls upon the following: to the Ethiopian government release immediately all protesters currently being held in open and secret detention. Stop immediately the use of excessive force by security force against peaceful protesters. Honor and protect the rights of citizens to freedom of association, freedom of press, and to freedom of expression. Protect the constitutionally guaranteed rights of citizens to protest any policy, rights also protected by all international human rights agreements that this government is contracting party to. Allow independent investigations into the actions of security forces that have resulted the death and imprisonment of protesters, and bring to justice members of security force and government officials responsible for the killing and injury of peaceful protesters. Have the implementation of integrated development master plan for Addis Ababa and submit into a constitutionally mandated review, giving the citizens a voice in their own governance. To foreign governments, donors, and consultants engaged in giving expert advice and financial support to Ethiopian government in the implementation of the master plan. OSA offers our considerable research, data, historical, economic, ecological, cultural, and social to all agencies and government who speak to know the full scope of the impact of their engagement with Ethiopian government. OSA acknowledges that all foreign parties in Ethiopia will better pursue their own best interests when operating with full knowledge of circumstances in the country. We suggest to all parties that reliable information as well as constitutional and analysis pertaining to the majority Oromo population of 40 million people is available through Oromo Studies Association. Examine the evidence that demonstrates that Oromos are a force for peace and instability in Ethiopia and the Horn of Africa. Peace and justice, which means in Afan Oromo language, Nagafi Haka Oromo, are the principles that undergird governance among Oromos. To Oromo students all over Oromia and Ethiopia as a whole, OSAs aware and supportive of your efforts and rights to peaceful protests. We understand that you are risking your lives and well-being simply for exercising your democratic right to peacefully protest a policy that directly impacts you, your family, community, and nation. OSA applauds your commitment to clearly observable forms of peaceful protest. OSA affirms its commitment to continue to provide the institutional support and intellectual materials to those who will support you in any venue and to document ongoing crisis to the public in Oromia and in all of Ethiopia. We offer all possible intellectual and scholarly assistance to those who will create avenues to support Oromo protests against the implementation of the master plan, realizing that Oromo cultural identity and livelihood is threatened by this design for unvetted, unexamined land confiscation. Comparative research by OSA scholars demonstrates that the Ethiopian government's unconstitutional actions in dealing with one aggrieved the Oromo indicate an absence of democracy process which inevitably affects all groups. OSA reaffirms our commitment to providing research and documentation useful to those who wish to create or strengthen avenues for democracy, citizens' empowerment, and peace within and among people who are in Ethiopia and the Horn of Africa. To non-governmental, intergovernmental, and international community in general, OSA calls upon you to investigate thoroughly the conditions that the Oromo student protesters are suffering and in many cases dying to bring to the world attention. OSA members are committed to work within you to examine the conditions that have given rise to this renewed voice. We call on you to alert your respective governments about the widespread violences of fundamental rights in the Oromo region of Ethiopia. OSA commends the excellent courageous work of Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, and International Crisis Group in investigating crises affecting the Oromo over the years. We argue to continue to document the tragic events underway, to bear witnesses to the sacrifice of the intelligentsia among Oromo youth, to draw attention to this issue which is critical to their people's existence. OSA will provide you with any possible assistance to international and foreign media outlets. There has been a virtual blackout of information and awareness of Oromo plight in Ethiopia in general and of this immediate crisis in particular. OSA calls upon all forms of print, broadcast, and online media to document and publicize the events underway in the implementation of the master plan, the widespread Oromo student protesters, and the harsh response to them. OSA pleads to supply information as needed. OSA urges Voice of America to employ at least one, if not several, Oromo correspondents on the ground in Oromia region. OSA commends BBC for establishing an Oromo language service and anticipates in-depth coverage of this issue in near future, reiterating that Oromo livelihood, language, cultural identity, and economic survival is threatened by this design to confiscate land in Oromia. OSA affirms its commitment to support the legitimate rights of all citizens to peacefully protest the Addis Ababa Integrated Master Plan. We are committed to offer all possible intellectual and scholarly assistance to strengthen the efforts of those who create avenues to resist its unexamined and unconstitutional implementation. Henok Gabisa, President, Oromo Studies Association. Bonnie A. Holcomb, Chair, OSA Board of Directors. OSA website www.oromostudies.org. OSA Facebook www.facebook.com/Oromo Studies Association. OSA Twitter @Oromo Studies. PO Box 5641, Minneapolis, MN 554060541. Email admin@oromostudies.org.
They took the whole Cherokee Nation, put us on this reservation, took away our ways of life, the tomahawk and the bowie knife, took away our native tongue, and taught their English to our young. And all the beads we made by hand are nowadays made in Japan. Cherokee people, Cherokee tribe, so proud to live, so proud to die. They took the whole Indian nation, observation. Though I wear a shirt and tie, I'm still part red man deep inside. Cherokee people, Cherokee tribe, so proud to live, so proud to die. But maybe someday when they've learned, Cherokee Nation will return, will return, will return, will return, will return.
Oduu amma nu dhaqqabe. Barattoonni Oromoo Yuunivarsiitii Haramayaa keessatti qabamanii mana hidhaa Haramayaa jiran dararaa haalaan hammaataa keessa galanii waan jiraniif birmannaa hatattamaa akka isaan barbaachisu ibsame. Hambisaa Lammeessaa Departmentii Veterinary Medicine for the year, Yoonaas Abbaay Departmentii Food Engineering for the year, Eebbaa Garamuu Department Veterinary Medicine third year, Dajanee Baqqalaa Departmentii Engineering first year, Sanyii Baay'isaa Departmentii Engineering first year, Abarraa Baqqalaa Departmentii Engineering first year, Abdiisaa yookaan Taaddasaa Dhaabaa Departmentii Geography second year kanneen ta'an yoo ta'u gaafa muddee 9 bara 2015 doormii fi daree barnootaa keessaa qabamanii qoonqoo fi reebichaan dararaa buufata poolisii dallaa keessatti argamuu fi mana hidhaa magaalaa Haramayaa fi magaalaa Hararitti reebamaa fi haala hammaataan waan dararamaa jiraniif birmannaan akka isaan barbaachisu waamichi darbeera. Itti dabalees warreen qabamanii kana gaafa barattoonni hiriira nagaa bahan Sadaasaa 30 bara 2015 bahame irratti wayita humni waraanaa barattoota reebuuf fuullee balbalaa fi lookaara caccabsitanii turtan isinitu qabeenyaa yuunivarsiitii mancaase jechuun mana murtii magaalaa Hararitti argamutti himatamaniiru. Ragaalee sobaa immoo basaastotuma isaanii itti bitaniiru. Godina Horroo Guduruu aanaa Jimmaa Gannatiitti mana barumsaa Gabaaroobii fi Ceekaa Abbaa Janaatti fincilli ka'ee ooleera. Barattoonni hedduun madaa'aniiru. Uummanni magaalaa fi baadiyyaa fincila diddaa gabrummaa kanatti makamee jira. Fincilli kun kaleessa muddee 12 bara 2015 kan eegale yoo ta'u sanbata guddaa har'aa muddee 13 bara 2015 itti fufee jira. Walumaa galatti Oromiyaa keessatti isa duriitiin bifa adda ta'een fincilli diddaa gabrummaa bakkoota garaagaraatti itti fufee jira. Godina Shaggar Kaabaa aanaa Wacalee daandiin guyyaa lamaffaaf cufamee ooleera. Shaggar Bahaa magaalaa Adaamaatti paartiin mormaa Koongireensiin Federaalistii Oromoo sochii taasifameen wayyaaneen namoota hooggantoota paartichaa fi kan biroo walumaa gala namoota 15 ta'an mormii adeemsisuuf turtan hayyama poolisii hin qabdan jechuun qabuudhaan to'annoo jala oolchitee jirti. Uummanni Adaamaa garuu qeerroo waliin ta'uun dhaadannoo qeerroo fi adda bilisummaa Oromoo dhageessisuu itti fufeera. Aanaa Dugdaa ganda Shumii Gamoo jedhamutti diddaan guyyaa har'aa adeemsifamaa jira. Magaalaa Maqiitti barattoonni fincila kaasanii dhaadannoo dhageessisuu fi alaabaan keenyas fannifamee ooleera. Kibba Lixa Shaggar Walisootti gandoota 4 keessatti fincila diddaa gabrummaa dhufee jiruun haleellaan diina irratti fudhatamee jira. Haleellaan kun kan fudhatame humnaan beekamneen yoo ta'u bulchiinsi ganda 10 ibiddaan gubateera. Magaalaa Wanciitti waajjirri gandichaa gubatee barbadaa'ee jira. Manneen jireenyaa kaabinootaa irratti tarkaanfiin fudhatamee jira. Tarkaanfiin kun kan fudhatamaa jiru qaama hin beekamneen yoo ta'u hoteelonni 3 gubatanii barbadaa'anii jiru. Walisootti meeshaan 8 milishoota irraa hiikkatamee booji'ameera. Bulchiinsi gandaa manni jireenya isaa gubateera. Ganda Adaamii Tulluutti milishoonni hedduun lakkoofsaan hin beekamne irraa meeshaan hiikkatameera. Bulchiinsa Adaamaa Tulluu mana jireenya isaa gubuun kilaashii tokkoo fi shugguxiin tokko irraa fudhatameera. Ganda Guutee Guddaa kan bulchu mana jireenyaa bulchiinsa gandaa ibiddaan gubateera. Ganda Qassaa Kattaa jedhamutti waajjirri gandichaa ibiddaan gubateera. Ganda Guruuraa Bokkuu waajjirri gandichaa fi waajjirri poolisii gubatee barbadaa'eera. Ganda Abbii Qoojjiitti waajjirri bulchiinsaa gubatee jira. Ganda Daasaa Qorichaa jedhamutti waajjirri gandichaa fi waajjirri poolisii daaraa ta'eera. Shaggar Lixaa Shaggar lixaatti immoo magaalaatti fincilii diddaa gabrummaa dhaadannoodhaan itti fufee jira. Magaalaa Ambootti ganda 06 keessatti kan argamu warshaan jeessoo walakkaan ibidditti qabamee jira. Tokkee kuttaa irratti daandiin guddaan Finfinnee fi Wallaggaatti geessu cufamee ooleera. Magaalaa Ilfataatti dargaggootaa fi uummanni guyyaa guutuu dhaadannoo fi waboo akkasumas abaa'oo faarsaa ooleera. Fincilii diddaa gabrummaa magaalaa kanatti ta'een har'a namni 6 madeeffamee namni tokko nurraa wareegameera. Kun kanaan osoo jiru ganduma kana keessatti milishoota 3 irraa meeshaan hiikkatameera. Bulchiinsa aanichaa fi hoogganaan dhimma nageenyaa aanichaa manneen jireenya isaanii gubatee daaraa ta'eera. Magaalaa baadiyyaa xiqqoo guutee jedhamu keessatti alaabaan keenya fannifamee kabajaan ooleera. Magaalaa Amboo daandiiwwan keessatti daandiin cuccufamanii oolaniiru. Aanaa Ambootti waajjirri gandaa Kisoosee gubateera. Gindabarat Jalduu, magaalaa Goojjoo fi magaalaa Kaachiseetti fincilii diddaa gabrummaa akkasuma itti fufee jira. Wallaggaa bahaa. Barattoonni yuunivarsiitii Wallaggaa ganamaan dhaadannoo daandiitti bahanii dhageessisaa turan. Magaalaa Naqamteetti poolisiin wayyaanee yeroo darbe ijoollee keenya gullisootti rasaasaan nama ajjeese irratti humna hin beekamneen tarkaanfiin irratti fudhatame hospitaala galuun adda baheera. Horroo Guduruu. Aanaa Guduruu magaalaa Ayyaleetti diddaan ka'ee abbaan biyyaa abaa'oon nuufaa dhufu gaachanni sabaa waboon nuufaa dirmatu jechuun faarsaa oolaniiru. Oduuleen kallattii garaagaraarraa ammaaf sagalee qeerroo nu dhaqqaban kanneen turan.
Egaan qophiin keenya kan guyyaa har'aa kanumaan goolabne waan nu dhaggeeffataniif galanni keessan bilisummaa haa ta'u jecha qophii wal fakkaatuun hanga wal agarru nagaan nuuf tura. Injifannoo uummata Oromoof Gadaan Gadaa bilisummaati.